getting healthy, it may be one of your resolutions or maybe just a lifestyle change that you're looking to make.
And there's help out there to guide you along the way. Dr. Karen Gowell is with us from Spectrum Health Weight Loss Program.
Yeah, and so I know this is a really big one. It seems January people want to kickstart some healthy eating, and so it's tough sometimes.
It is.
Because sometimes you need more than yourself to kind of get you going. But that's what you're for, right?
Exactly. We're there to offer different opportunities to different people. Whether you're 10 pounds overweight, whether you're 100 pounds or more overweight, we have different programs that can fit your needs.
And one of the things what do you tell some of your patients to kind of help them get kick-started in the mental aspect of it?
Well, one of the first things I tell them is they have to be ready for behavior changes. Weight, unfortunately, is a multitude of different things. It can be behaviors, it can be genetics, it can be illnesses and medications that people are taking. But we have to look at this and say, okay, are you prepared to make long-term changes? Because most people get frustrated. They've been on a diet. And, you know, for a short period of time, they're able to follow it and they lose some weight. And the next thing they know, they fall off and all the weights come on and then some. And they become very frustrated with the process. So I have to tell them that you have to be ready for behavior changes, but these behaviors are things you have to commit to long term. So they have to be able to devise a livable program for them, something that fits into their lifestyle, but being willing to make some changes with what they're currently doing.
So that's where you really come in a great way,
Exactly.
because you have programs that can really help people achieve their goals.
We have different medical programs. I see people on an individual basis. We also have ones where there are group sessions that they go to and they get educated by our dietitians, our exercise physiologists, and our behavioralists on how to change those lifestyles. But, you know, I tell people it's not going to happen overnight. The weight didn't come on overnight. It doesn't go off overnight. They need to be patient. They need to realize sometimes their first trial may not be successful, so we need to step back and say, okay, what's a different route that I may be able to go that I might be more successful with?
Yeah, interesting.
Very interesting. And as far as your success ratio, most patients turn out...
That's variable because it depends on the commitment of the individual.
There you go.
And that's why I say be ready for behavior changes. I ask them to set up a support system for themselves. We're there to help, but they need family, they need friends, they need coworkers to help keep them on track. I ask them to set a goal, and I don't mean how much weight would you like to lose, but why is this important for them to take on this endeavor? And that needs to drive them to make those good decisions about healthy food choices, about exercise. But it's variable. Unfortunately, with medical programs, medical weight loss has a high recidivism rate. People tend to gain weight back because, again, they see it as a diet. I see it as a 4-letter word. And we try to encourage them, you know, make it livable so that, you know, when you go out there, you can eat at a restaurant, you can go to a family get-together, but yet keep things controlled.
One of the other really popular options out there is bariatric surgery and procedures.
Surgery, yes.
Tell us about those and, you know, where that is in your program.
Typically, bariatric surgery should be considered for those individuals who have already attempted weight loss through medical programs and been educated and unfortunately have not been successful. There are obviously parameters where you have to have a certain weight or a BMI, certain health-related illnesses that associate with that, fitting the National Institute of Health criteria, along with that, you know, your insurance company criteria. If those people have fulfilled that criteria and still are overweight, then we have different surgeries that are options for them, including the Roux-en-Y gastric bypass, the sleeve gastrectomy, and the gastric banding.
Okay.
So,
And that can have dramatic results too, but you said it's not for everybody. That's why it's important to kind of go in and talk with someone, you know, from Spectrum Health weight loss specialists to really see what that perfect fit is, right?
I have a gentleman that started the program last year, and he, during the formal portion of the program, I tell people it's always phases. There's the formal portion where I may be seeing them on a routine basis, but we also have this ongoing accountability program, or the Live It program, that we offer to them. He's lost 215 pounds in 1 year. Wow. On a medical program alone. He's done phenomenal. He was really committed to it. He wrote a contract to his family saying, I commit to do this for you, please commit to do this for me, and he has stuck with it. It's been awesome.
Do you find that those are sometimes one of your most successful patients, the people that said, I've had enough living like this, I'm changing my life, I don't want to, you know, have to be on the sidelines of life or sports or activities, and those are the people that are often coming to you and those most committed to making that change.
Yes. That, and a lot of people, you know, you've got to recognize the health issues that you're developing by the more weight that you put on. Once you hit that category of obesity with a BMI of over 30, statistically you're losing 7 years on your life.
Wow.
Okay?
Amazing.
Yeah. You know,
So it does involve the family. You said he made a contract with his family
Yes.
because he probably wanted to, you know, be there for his family. But also, we know from what we've been able to experience on 8 West that this really is a journey for an entire family. If you have a family, you know, the support that you're going to get, and then the food you're going to keep in your house.
Exactly. It's too difficult to say, I'll do this and everyone else is going to do this. So the family has to buy on with being on board with that. But that means that everybody cooks, everyone's going to eat healthy. Everyone's going to stay physically active. It's not a diet. It's just a healthy lifestyle.
Wonderful.
So
Where do we find more information on this?
you can go to our online at spectrumhealth.org, and it's under weight management. And we'd be happy to help anybody.
Yep, and you're located on Lake Drive in Grand Rapids, easy to find. We've got the number and the website right there. Thank you so much for putting this information out there and, you know, helping people to lead longer, healthier lives.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.